right.
We have a kissing booth.
We sure do.
Because it's adorable. And Jill has these kind of adorable things in her house.
Full disclosure, Jill is cheap. I bought this for probably 80% off after Valentine's Day last year at Kirkland Home in the mall.
See, this is your life hack.
In the back it says $12.99. I did not pay that.
This is the life hack. Wait till after the holiday when everything is 80-90% off. Buy it for the next year. Don't pay all those up prices.
Because
I feel like I'm on a home shopping.
Put it.
Yeah. This is how you know that we're talking about Valentine's Day this week, because it's the Ingbu. We're talking about your Ingbu. Jill, what is
my Ingbu? Let me tell you about my Ingbu.
Tell me about your Ingbu.
Wow.
What do you normally do for Valentine's Day? What is your family Valentine's Day ritual?
Okay.
Do you have a family Valentine's Day ritual?
Funny you should ask, because in this house, the ritual is that my husband is always out of town on a business trip. I'm not kidding. For like the last 5 consecutive years, I have not seen my husband on Valentine's Day. Is this strategic
planning?
You know, I'm starting to think it's not a coincidence.
Okay. So in the absence of Papa Bear, what do you create for your daughter, who's now, she's 5?
She's 5.
Okay. Do you have a thing that you do for her for Valentine's Day?
I mean, nothing crazy creative. Like,
she's starting to get to the age where they do that in like class and stuff like that.
Yes, we will buy Valentine cards this year. Oh, by the way, I was so annoyed. There's 28. She needs 28 Valentines this year. We have leftovers from last year. We have 21.
Did you buy them on sale?
I'm short 7. I didn't.
Oh shit!
I know. No, I didn't buy them on sale, but that's a good idea.
Just saying.
The only problem is, you know, I might get a good deal, but like, what if I buy, for instance, Paw Patrol, and then next year when she's 6, she wants nothing to do with Paw Patrol? Like, then I'll just give them away.
Or maybe one of the paw dogs does something inappropriate between now and next year.
I'm not really good at staying up on all
That's what your daughter's for. She'll keep you relevant.
Right. She's very into Pokemon right now. So I'm getting back into Pokemon. But no, we do not have the video game where we walk around and accidentally get hit by cars because we're so focused on that.
Maybe she'll be into geocaching by then.
That could be fun.
Geocaching is actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And she would be able to learn while doing something with her digital device.
Right. And I feel like the chances of her getting hit by a car geocaching are slimmer than playing Pokemon Go. Although I don't know because I've never done it.
It just depends on what you're geocaching.
Okay, fair enough. I need to learn about geocaching. It's such a cool idea. What were we saying?
My family, when I was growing up, it was like the Peanuts Valentine's Day cards were huge. It was all about the Peanuts Valentine's Day card, but it was like construction paper city at our house, and it was the doilies, and then you would cut out the construction paper hearts, you just fold them in half and then cut them, and then and I can honestly say that my Valentine's Day card game has not changed much, because
do you make those for your husband?
I still do. The only the big upgrade was I got silver, gold, and white pens now, and glitter pens, because I'm obsessed with glitter. Is my favorite color.
This is some next level stuff right there. Pay attention.
So when I became adult.
Wait, are we adults?
No, don't tell my parents that I ever became an adult, because they will expect me to pay money back. So, I hope don't ever watch this. Don't tell my parents about this. So, but when I got to go to the arts and crafts store and when I was paying with my own money, glitter pens and then gold, silver pens. So, and then I could write directly onto the construction paper or cut out collage things and then glue those glue sticks. I'm a huge collage whore.
That's fun.
I will vision board the fuck out of some stuff. So,
not safe for work.
listen, this is an adult
this.
channel, okay? We might be talking about some kids, but I don't have them, so I don't have to monitor my swearing, okay? Sorry, Jill. Don't let Elle watch this.
Don't let Elle listen
and then,
to her
so
mother.
I will still make the same kind. the foundation of my Valentine's Day's card have not changed at all. They're still the same. But so my mom, when I was a kid, my mom worked, so she would hide Valentine's Day cards in the house for us to find after she'd gone to work. So you'd open the fridge and in between like the milk, there would be a Valentine's Day card. And they were like the little tiny peanuts ones. Yeah. So she'd pull out, and then in the cereal, you pour the cereal out. And
out pops Charlie Brown.
Exactly.
Oh
so that's what we would do. So I actually still do that for Jeff. And, so I'll, whenever I go on tour and stuff like that, I will slip a card underneath his pillow so that when he crawls into bed, there'll be a card that pops out. And then I'll hide it in the like drawer next to the sandwich meat or and you'll go and make a sandwich. And it became kind of its own geocaching thing where I could see what I could hide and how long it would take him before he would actually find it. So, because if I would be gone for a couple of weeks, I wouldn't want to do stuff that I knew that he wouldn't find for like a week or so. Right. And then I'd get like a phone call or a text like, 10 days in, and it was like, oh, nice one. Because I hid something like next to the tweezers or something, like a secret little card where all of a sudden it was like love you to the moon and back or something, and he would nice one, and he would find it in between, like when he'd gotten through enough tea bags that he would find something like later. So little things that I don't know, they make you feel good about you too.
Yes,
because
I agree.
Love is an action, right?
Yes. Well, there's that awesome book, The 5 Love Languages.
Oh.
Have you ever taken the test? Do you know what your love language is?
It's something I need to revisit. We did it when we first got together, and I feel like if you want to know how to love somebody, look at how they love you. Mm. The way that they love you is how they want to be loved.
Interesting.
Like the way that they touch you is usually the way they want to be touched.
That's very smart.
I try to shorthand.
Love it.
I should go back and do the test. I think when I first did the test with Jeff, I was just like, no. I didn't like the answer to the test.
Oh.
It was a lot of, there's some things where you just kind of want to reject the information because it's too much.
It's too much.
Just too much information, and you're just like,
No.
Falling in love with somebody is already such an overwhelming experience of surrender.
Wow. Yes. Well put. Well put.
That the next level of surrender as well, and then you got a love language, and then what about my language? And it's and then I think. Being in a relationship for a long time, sometimes you kind of take your language back a little bit,
Possibly, yeah.
You kind of, I think that any strife that you come along in a relationship is partially because we just try to take our language back, try to take our space back, and like, what about me? And the relationship is, we take ownership of that sense of self back a little bit. I do think that it's so important to have that sense of space.
Yeah. I'm so lucky. A lot of times I'll say to Paul, like today, for example, he's going to pick her up from school and take her to her extracurricular tonight because I'm doing an improv show in Hollywood and I won't be around. Now, nobody would die if I didn't go to the show and said, I can't because of a childcare issue. But he's like, no, go and have fun and do this show. Right. And then I was remembering, I never really told you what I do for my daughter, which is low-key, the Valentine's cards for her schoolmates, and then maybe a little chocolate heart, or even just a Hershey kiss if I'm feeling rushed. And then this year Paul and I did buy her little gifts in advance because we were at TJ Maxx and we saw these cute little things that we knew she would like, but I was like, I don't want to just give her stuff for no reason because then she's going to because she's little, she doesn't really understand yet. She'll just expect every time we go out shopping and we come home, that we should have something for her. So we decided, okay, we'll put this away for Valentine's Day. And now I can't really remember what I got her, but Paul got her this cute little box that opens, and the top is sequins that flip.
Aww.
She's very into flipping sequins right now.
Sequins.
Yeah, she likes that.
So we were gonna talk about how you love yourself while loving everybody else.
Oh, like making time for self-care and things like that?
Did we talk about that at
I don't think we did.
all? Oh, okay. So how do you take care of yourself? I think a little bit we did. Certainly with you, and then carving out time for yourself.
Yeah.
Can you do something nice for yourself? My mom used to always say that every year you should buy yourself lingerie for Valentine's Day. Buy it for yourself, because if you don't love yourself, then who's going to do it? And that it's actually for yourself. It's not actually for a man. So that whether you're in a relationship or not, you should buy yourself lingerie, because it's about how you feel about yourself.
Right.
That is a tradition that I keep very near and dear to my heart.
I feel like I want to see this year's lingerie, but maybe that's not appropriate for you.
Lingerie is always appropriate. And, you know.
This is why we get along so well.
What is there something that you can do for yourself?
Gosh, I mean, maybe.
I mean, you are going to be on your own with Elle, so there is that. But
I am. I mean, maybe I'll treat us to like CPK, because that's exciting. And I will. Oh my gosh, CPK has this pizza that I'm obsessed with. First of all, I get the cauliflower crust, so I feel like remotely.
Yeah.
So it's slightly healthy. And it's like a garlicky shrimp pizza. So there's no tomato sauce on it. It's basically cheese, garlic, and shrimp. And it's and sautéed onions. It's delightful.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
As of right now, I think I could eat it every day. Realistically, I'd probably get sick of it. But
If you
right
ate it every
now,
day.
the thought of eating that every day is delightful. Delightful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, shrimp, garlic.
Is there anything else we want to talk about for Valentine's Day?
I don't know. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Do you have tips for people who may not be super creative, or maybe they're on a budget, or they're
I have a tip for people who aren't in a relationship.
Oh, this is good.
This is what I did before I met Jeff, is that every year I had a party for my singletons. And I invited anybody who wasn't in a relationship over to my house, and I made pancakes.
Ooh, were they in the shape of a heart?
No.
Right.
Because
it's okay. I get
No,
it. I'm sensing the theme
only
here.
because I wasn't capable of doing that.
Oh.
And we hung out.
Nice.
And we loved on each other. And
Was there chocolate also?
yeah, well, there were chocolate chip pancakes. And yeah.
I like that. I used to on Facebook. I feel so ancient saying Facebook. I used to every year just post remember, this is basically a holiday that Hallmark encourages. It means nothing if you're not in a relationship, or if you've just ended a relationship, or you might have something else going on in your life. It was just know that your friends and family love you, and this holiday is stupid if it makes you feel bad.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It's not a holiday.
Oh, exactly.
Is that it? Were we brilliant? I think we were brilliant.
Always.
Well, since we're in a kissing booth, let's blow kisses. Ready? Mwah!